I am doing a deep dive into Marvel Rivals for beginners. So I don't have any content for this channel on here. That's mostly because I play Call of Duty. So if I ever have played another game, it would have been for interest. And this game, all of 2025, I played this game. I was really interested in covering it, why it's so interesting to me. And the game is called Marvel Rivals. So I have 50 hours in it, which means I still remember when I first saw the game and how I was versus now. So now I have a Silver 2 ranking, which is the best I've had. I understand the roles a little bit. And what I mean by roles is, so just really quickly, in Call of Duty, there's operators, which are just different playable skins. You can imagine, or on any game, has things you can buy and make your character look good. These operators, they have outfits within this skins, but each hero is like a pre-built loadout. And if you think in terms of like war games, someone's going to be a medic, someone's going to be artillery, you might have people flying around, and the best way to describe it is a online multiplayer arena-based game, so it's 6v6 mostly. They are branching out in season 6 already. Imagine. And what it is it's called a hero genre. Many games have done heroes, but I don't have hours. Consider League of Legends on one spectrum. It's a point and click. I don't think you can play League on controller again. And then the other spectrum, which is a hero-based game, would go back to maybe like Search and Destroy, which is objective. Or if you think of a game such as kind of a load where you have to deliver something. I guess would be I'm gonna name drop anything besides League of Legends because it's competitive. But the controller one would be something like Smash Brothers. So it's like Super Smash Brothers meets that in third person. And the arena kind of shifts. It's destructible, cool. The levels in ranked are pretty seldom. So that being said, the overall, like first, how I would suggest is there's people that use guns, and they're pretty much like team deathmatch focused. You don't need to shoot the objective. You're only going to be damaging the other team, and it's good to learn the mechanics. You'll realize, like, by playing that, you're not actually supporting the team. You're not supporting the objective. For instance, if you be someone with a strike squad, one like Penny Parker, they will have infinitely more health, so they'll be on the field longer, and they'll be able to kind of block attacks. And then if you don't want to be in team deathmatch, you could be someone that heals only. So instead of attacking the other team, you're now giving your allies health, and they stay on the field longer. You're not exactly supporting the objective, but you're supporting the team. So that's where the learning gap plays into roles. So not so much map awareness anymore. It's team awareness, and you want to even out the team. So the roles could be maybe you're all have high HP, or you're all healing 2 high HPs. So you're never going to have a team that's all shooting guns. You're going to have a regular set of 6 people that will use their heroes according to others. But so 50 hours for me was just a lot of fun with Iron Man. And next part is, so that's the overall how the game is played. And I haven't on controller, but it's not so much. Oh, right. So the part about why I don't play on controller is controller helps with accuracy. Obviously, I don't want to be a team match. This is so controller helps with accuracy, but it's not so much accuracy as so much being map awareness, what the team's doing, and don't need to be the other team to win. But it's also third person, so rotating the camera faster with mouse and key helps, because you can imagine like an open base world with a or constantly having to look at new areas, whereas COD you're just looking at one target at the same time. So practice range. So that's basically that. And I did want to do one more point of this, and that is I'm gonna do a casual match so you can see that, and a ranked match so you can also see that. So I don't have 50 hours in any other game besides COD as of 2025, and what that means is since it's online only, you never actually complete the game, but 50 hours gives you a benchmark where you can say I have a likable playstyle that you've adapted to. So not only do you understand the game after 50 hours, but you have understood your playstyle to the point where what you find to be enjoyable, you continue playing it, not for the learning, not so much the competitive, but make you kind of have, I don't want to say proving grounds, but to change and explore like more types of interactivity with the game itself. So the seasons, the new characters, and as well as getting better in quick matches, or for instance, any new player probably won't pick up Spider-Man to be the best, but to learn how to play him as needed, that's great. So the other part is, if you only have a little bit of time to play a game, you might go on COD because it's going to be more kind of seasonal events, and you're not going to have a rich story experience. But if you go on a battle royale, you go into League of Legends, RPG territory, where things are kind of at a bird's eye view, and there's more to have a narrated story. But for this one, and change your heroes during the game, so each game wouldn't be the same, but it also wouldn't be as complicated as a RPG, because there's not so much of a progression in each game. It's more so much playing against the enemy's playstyle. And yes, there's a new character here today. So 50 hours, my playstyle has been that, and did I feel like I was at a playstyle that I knew I was going to be at the start? No, I think it's something where you have to give games a little bit longer than usual, kind of like a TV show. So if you were to watch the first season of a TV show, and it's not for you, this is kind of something where if it's a new game, I don't want to write it off right away. I'll play, I think, since this is the first time doing this, I think the 50 hours gave it a good enough understanding. And then the critical parts, I would say, is this does feel, and these are really critical parts, in my personal opinion, and I don't think I've used anyone else's or kind of consensus about this. And I could name drop like other games, but I'm not. Overall critical response to this is that it feels like a mobile game without mouse and key. I could see this kind of, it looks like I don't want to keep naming other games, but it looks like games where uh, players take turns, and it's in that third person mode, and it's kind of like slow and clunky. So it feels like a mobile game. But that's kind of why it allows me to take a breath from other games, and it has the marvels and likable factor. So not saying it's complicated, and it is, but the look of it kind of has it. It's different, and I'm sure there's probably other ways to critique it. Audio is very loud. It's not something I can play with something in the background if it's a ranked game, because there's things going on, and it's kind of distracting in the sense that once you get past the audio, there's not a lot of cues or other map awareness. For instance, they don't really have like really rich sound editing. It just kind of feels like they're using like a synth for every single sound effect. Like there's no like gong or kind of thing that makes it seem there's checkpoints. I already mentioned that like Smash Brothers, you know when someone gets KO'd because of that fireball and the explosion and the climactic ending. Here, the games don't really end like that, and it falls flat in a lot of areas where they could add less of a mobile experience. So that's my take, and this definitely wouldn't be something I would pick up, as I prefer like other games that are a little bit more epic. But after playing this, I did want to get a phone emulator, and I think if someone who doesn't play mobile games or like gaming and is more dedicated to like Wilson's or something like that, this is a great way to kind of test your limits and see what you like and just kind of play around artistically in a new game mode. So that's my sense on this game. I hope you like this review. I'm also going to post a video, and then there's going to be another one here, so stay tuned for that one. Might be a little bit later once I rack up the hours and give a honest review of it.